superstar. Please welcome the pride of the Philippines, Lea Salonga! I felt like this whole weekend has felt very special. And last night, getting to hear you not do one, but two, iconic, a mashup of, the best of Les Mis. Right. Like, it was, all of us backstage were just watching from the back. We're just like, weeping, trying to keep pinching myself. Like, are we really here? Are we really here? And your vocal has just like not only, it's not necessarily changed, it's even better. It's even clearer. I don't know what's the secret? Do you live like a nun? I don't, like what, how can you help us to sustain?
Teach us to be like you.
What is your secret? Because your but you've always had this voice. Like your first gold record was at 10. At 10.
I guess.
You've had a voice all your life.
Yes, I have.
And to start so young.
I just started really, really young.
Right.
To answer your first question regarding vocal health and maintenance and all of that good stuff. Yeah, somebody asked me, another vocalist asked me the same thing, and the piece of advice I gave is one of those things that's also at times very difficult to get. Sleep. It's like murmuring in the room. Sleep. What's that?
I haven't had any of that in the last
4 years. Sleep is difficult to come by, and when you're traveling and negotiating multiple time zones, sometimes 2 or 3 of them in a week, you try and figure out supplementation and the ways to get sleep, like even being sensitive to room temperature, like it's got to be 68 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, so that I will go down and stay down.
Right.
And I'm also 55, which means I'm going through / gone through the change. So that also, offers a whole different challenge. Another friend of mine who is of the same age as me is like, menopause is a bitch. Menopause is difficult, and when you're a singer, and how does anybody negotiate that stage of life? I mean, knock on wood, I've been really lucky that I've been able to figure out how to sing. I think also I've been incredibly blessed with some amazing teachers who taught me skill early and, focused on singing properly and singing correctly. And Telly Leung, who's a good friend, like my baby brother who's in theater, he would say quite often, mixy flixy, sing till you're 60. And
that's it.
Yeah, and I think you just try to find ways to up your skill level so that you can ensure a long career for yourself. Obviously, eating clean, staying healthy, trying to get exercise, which is something I don't particularly enjoy. Same. Give me a long walk in an airport, I'll do that. Give me a long walk in New York City, I will do that.
Yes.
And I just had a long walk in Busan, going 2 or 3 rounds around a stadium because I love BTS so much. feet were failing and all of that. Don't put me in the gym, I don't like that. Doing all of the things that are healthy, and you eat right, you take care of your sleep, you don't drink a whole lot. Right. I'm one and done.
I know, me and Brandon are looking for like, one and done.
I'm the one and only because it's like, one is like, I'm already there, and I don't need any more than that. So thankful that that's just how my body metabolizes alcohol.
That's good.
And just trying to live a joyful, happy life, because that also affects everything.
I just watched you on a podcast, actually, and you
Yeah.
said that your mission statement for 2026
Right.
is to live a life of joy.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, that is the way to go. We need that so much.
Yeah, and what joy means is really up to the individual. I mean, sometimes doing something like this, it's coming to a convention like this and getting to see your favorite stars up close. And I met these two ladies here who were in the front row who also do the supernatural conventions.
Oh, yes.
And one of my best friends is like a Jensen Ackles fan girl.
Sure.
He's a beautiful, he is an objectively beautiful man.
I know.
And as he gets older, it's like, are you kidding?
No, it's true. That face
It's
card
true, that face card.
is not declining.
It will never be refused at any reputable / disreputable establishment. It's facial hair, no facial hair, it doesn't matter. He's gorgeous. And I'm like, yeah, friend. Now I understand why you will fly halfway around the world to see Jensen Ackles. And I asked her, so how was Jensen Ackles?
I'm like, how is Jensen?
Like, oh my God. He's so beautiful. He smells so good.
Yeah. Please, I was like, don't get me started. We'll just start talking about Supernatural.
No, I don't. I have never seen an episode.
Oh, it's fun.
But I do know Nisha Collins, who was Castiel in it.
Yes.
We were in acting class
Are you
together
kidding?
in LA.
How cool.
Right? Who would have thought, right? That I would find myself in an acting class with one of the leads of Supernatural.
That's so cool.
That's right. It's awesome.
I mean, did he realize that he was in acting class with an international superstar? Like, I don't know.
That's a question for him at the next creation convention. So someone's going to have to ask him that.
Ask him that.
This one, they were
Now,
last.
are you an astrology person?
Sort of, kind of.
Sort of, kind of.
Sort of, kind of.
I like know enough to get by, is what I've been telling people.
Yeah, like I know what my zodiac sign is.
Yeah, you're a
supposed
Pisces.
to. Yeah, I'm a Pisces.
There's a lot of
Celia
Pisces.
and I have the same birthday.
Oh, that's so funny. I was gonna say there's a lot of Pisces
In the arts.
in the arts. Well, all just in this group. When I was looking up everybody's birthdays and I was like writing down things, I was like, oh man, there's like 6 Pisces.
Who are the other 4?
Rick Lyon.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a Pisces. You, Celia, and there's 3 more. I'm sure there are others. I can't remember. But the thing I like about them, the things I learned about it, you're dreamy and you're
Yes.
thoughtful.
Daydreaming.
Daydreaming.
And very easily distracted.
Mhm.
But that might just be ADHD.
In
In combination.
In combination.
Yeah.
But no, I
tend to get lost in a dream.
Mhm.
In a daydream.
Yes, but thoughtful
Yeah.
about what you need to
Sometimes
be.
intentional.
And yes, but I think those all are true, just based off of meeting you briefly and talking for a moment. I'm like, oh yeah, I see it. You're ethereal, but the thoughtfulness is really, when I was watching this podcast with you, you really spoke about how you wanted, to like leave your legacy to the youth, and how you wanted to express how much you care about it and how much you want to instill like goodness and positive energy into people. And I just think that that's, we need more of you in the world, personally, I think.
Lovely to say. Thank you.
Of course. And we were talking a lot, Michael Service was out here, we were talking a lot about Sondheim. And I know that I forget when Old Friends was, but Old Friends was like
Last year.
Yeah. Right? I was going to say, I think it was last season. And so I just want you to talk about that experience a little bit, of having those moments, because Old Friends is a great show, and I love it because you get so many different parts of Sondheim.
Yeah,
it's a
good introduction.
Yes.
Because it doesn't feel intimidating.
Right.
Or so
Daunting.
completely overwhelming, because Sondheim can be. It can be difficult to grasp if you're just starting out, but not everyone can get Sondheim immediately. My son, who is now 20, loved Sondheim from when he was a teenager and got it immediately and just understood it. I'm like, how you being so young can get it, and me being an adult can't always get it, or just, you know, it may be a life experience thing. It could just be the way my kid is built, that he just is easily able to comprehend what Sondheim was trying to write. Or maybe I was just getting too in my head about everything. And, you know, I think later on in life I realized I need to not think when trying to go at his material. Not think of it as this cerebral, intellectual exercise.
Yes.
And rather just look at it, get it on its feet, and then just keep doing it. And then you just get it.
Right.
And then once you get it,
You got it.
You got it, and it doesn't let go of you.
Right. And it stays with you.
Yeah.
Which of those songs were your favorite to do?
Because I got quite the lion's share of songs.
Of choices. You got
It was crazy. I sang the only song from Passion that was represented in the show. I got to sing Loving You, but it was a whole different interpretation of it. So we didn't get Fosca. You got me just singing this beautiful song and just interpreting it the way I would interpret it.
Right.
And then it started to go nuts. And then we get Mrs. Lovett. We get a little bit of, we had Worst Pies and Little Priest.
Didn't you just play Mrs. Lovett?
I did in Manila and in Singapore in 2019.
So you're gonna send me those bootlegs.
I don't know if anybody took any, actually.
I'll find
Or
them.
slime tutorials.
Slime tutorials.
Yeah.
I will find them on Beyonce's
I'm sure
internet.
somebody,
I will find them.
I'm sure that they exist, but
Some gay I know knows.
definitely
We'll find them.
somebody will find them.
Yes.
But yeah, I did that in 2019, and then the first time I did Old Friends was in London in 2023.
Yes.
And getting to play this woman, this Londoner with a Cockney accent in London
And London is crazy.
is intimidating.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would be.
It's stupid.
Not-
It's like, why would someone who is clearly not English attempt this if somebody wasn't insane? So clearly I was insane to make a go of it. But I had an incredible dialect coach. Her name is Kate Godfrey. She works with the Royal Shakespeare Company.
So she knows.
She knows what's what, and really put me through my paces. And we took the time, and we took the days and the hours, and to make sure that everything was right. And it got to a point where even the producer and musical supervisor were like, "It can be a little less English now." It's like, now I think it's a little too English. We can pull it back just to make sure that the lyrics land and that everybody understands what you're trying to do. You've done the work, clearly. Now do a little less work. So yeah, I did appreciate that, and it was so much fun to get to play with Jeremy Second, who did Sweeney first in the UK, in the Little Pie Shop, and then took it to New York, to the Barrow Street Theater.
Yes, Barrow Street Theater. We saw that production.
I saw
that production, but I didn't see it with him.
No, I didn't.
I saw it the night that Norm Lewis started, and Sondheim was there taking notes.
Yeah, of course.
Like from 6 feet from Norm. I don't know how long
That is
That's wild to take notes, like not just to take notes, but take notes in a space where like everyone
There
can
was like
see
12
you.
people
Yeah.
in this space.
Like,
And
see,
Norm
So
did see.
ridiculous.
I think I saw Hugh Panero.
Oh my god.
With
You saw Hugh?
I saw Hugh with
I saw Tom
Carolee.
Cesar.
Carolee, yeah.
I mean, we got all very.
It was a
awesome
great
opportunities.
production.
I saw
It
Tom
was a
Sesma.
great
I
production.
saw
Like,
Sally
what the
Triplet
Yes.
as Lovett, and I saw Zach Pizer. Zachary Noah Pizer
Yes.
as Tobias.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, who is this pocket rocket Asian singing his lungs out in this but God, the voice out of that young man
It's
now
phenomenal.
he's like, maybe happy ending.
Which is, my God, just that show.
Oh God, just the weeping.
Woo, all the weeping, all the
my
crying.
son and I did watching it. We were like,
Your son obviously loves theater.
and he's
Obviously.
gonna be an actor.
I was like, is he gonna be an actor? I was gonna ask if he got the
Oh
itch.
yeah,
He got the
I mean,
bug.
he's had the itch from childhood,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't sure which way it was going to go, but
Right,
you know,
he could have been like, I hate this.
yeah, he could have been like, why would I want to do this? My mom does this. But I think just being around it, it's kind of like, you know, just kind of like family business type things.
Yes.
You know, my brother is a musician, his wife is a musician, and so my son has just been around this his whole entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, while in a sophomore year in high school in New York,
Mm-hmm.
you know, he came upon the knowledge that there was such a thing as an ESU Shakespeare competition.
Uh-huh.
And he found out about that from his English teacher. And it was like the last day of application. And he's like, Mama, can you help me with my audition? Like, oh, okay. And so I think one of my friends was kind of helping him with the actual coaching of the speech, because I know nothing about Shakespeare. I mean, I'll appreciate it, but I know absolutely nothing. Whereas my friend is like the biggest Shakespeare nerd and went to school at Bristol Old Vic Theatre School, and he was put through his own paces as a director, as a producer, as an actor, and has been the biggest Shakespeare nerd since forever and a day ago.
Mm-hmm.
So he put Nick, who's my son, Nick, through his monologue and his sonnet, and we're like, okay, let's film this. And so we put up the, you know, the self-tape background.
Oh, sure.
We put that up every actor. It was a blue screen for us.
Blue screen. Oh, we always do the blue screen too.
It's just
It's
lovely.
it's nicer.
So we put up the blue screen, and I just set my camera up on a tripod, and he did a few takes of the speech. We sent it in, and he was like, we got the email back, and it was like, congratulations, you won New York City. We're like, what? We're like, huh? Like, what does this mean? It means that he gets to go to represent, I think he won the city that I think he might have, and then immediately into the national competition.
Wow.
Never done Shakespeare before. I mean, yeah, and you get coached and things, but still.
He never had done it before.
He had never done it before.
Never,
This
like,
was his
performed.
first competition.
Wow.
And then, so we competed in the morning of like April of like a few years ago. And then the afternoon session, so he got, morning sessions kind of whittled everybody down to the top 10. And then we went to have lunch. I came back, and then we checked the list. His name was on the top 10 list. We're like, what? What is this?
Maybe he's a natural.
And we're like, okay, let's see what happens now. And then redid the sonnet, redid the monologue again. And then we were all like really nervous, because at that point it would be the announcement of like who won.
Who won?
And at that point it's like third, second, and first place. And third place they announced from New York City. We were like, yes! Got third place. Yeah,
That's incredible.
that was it.
I can't believe it. But like, I love that.
Again, first time doing Shakespeare.
And now he's won. Award-winning.
And he's now,
An award-winning Shakespeare actor.
it's crazy.
Well, I feel like because your voice came to you very young, and you've had it very naturally. Maybe because he has been around, you know, this and show business his entire life. Maybe it felt very, you know,
It's
very
natural.
natural to him. Clearly, he's doing something right.
Yeah, he's doing
Out.
things that come naturally to him. I mean, he also sings, and he sings quite well. But I think
I was like, well, he's your son, so
does not always work that way.
Well, that's true.
You know, and yeah, it doesn't always work that way. I have a lot of family that do sing, but you know, genetics is they're weird. So yeah, I think acting, as far as looking at text, figuring it out. He is far better at that than I ever would be.
Well, I think your interpretation of text and song, storytelling is, singular. And it's why you've had the career that you've had from such a young age, and from Miss Saigon into Flower Drum Song, into Les Mis, and then doing Les Mis, all the ladies in Les Mis.
Most of them.
Most of them.
Yeah, Cosette is the one holdout. But I'm like,
boring, she lives, whatever, boring. But I will say, it's funny, because I didn't think that maybe we would ever have shared a part, but now I see that you've played Madame Thénardier. Coming from a gig. I mean, there's like just a little part of me in my dreams of dreams that I don't know if you remember, or I'm sure you do. I'm sure Les Mis lives in your head, just rent-free.
just rent-free.
Rent-free. And one of those scores. But I remember, do you remember her little part before Master of the House when she yells at Cosette?
I think
Yeah. Now look who's here! When I did it on tour.
Oh!
And I did it on tour right before COVID, so. Wah wah. Wah wah. But I got to do it and it was really great, and they used to call me Patty LaPone backstage because there'd be one word I'd say. After you yell at Cosette and you say, "Still there, Cosette? Your tears will do you no good." And so they used to call me Patty LaPone. They're like, "Oh, there's Patty. I'm on her. I hear her now." But I don't know. I'd love to hear what you yell at me. If you remember it.
I do remember.
I guess,
and I did it in a Cockney accent.
Oh, see, they didn't, which was, what was weird? They didn't make me do a Cockney accent. I don't know why, it's because we're American, but like Jimmy Smagula was my Thénardier, which is great choice. But like, he's just like a New Jersey,
So did he come with it?
No. He had a Cockney accent. He was like, "We're gonna miss you." He did all that, and they didn't ask me or say to me, do any of that.
I guess it was something that you could opt to do.
But it was never part of like the audition process.
It wasn't in the book.
It wasn't in the book. And then I was like, does anyone want an accent?
And Mike said,
yeah. I said, yeah, don't worry about it. I said, okay, sure. But we were so wildly different, but it was very fun. Well, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear this Cockney accent. So just pretend I'm little Cosette, and I just so on a cloud, whatever she does. She's sad.
Now look who's here, my little madam herself, pretending once again she's been so awfully good. Better let me catch you slacking, it's long. Better not catch my eye. 10 rotten francs your mother sends me. What's that going to buy? Now take that pail, my little mademoiselle, and go and draw some water from the well. Yeah.
Raging. What's so funny about this, because when you audition, when I had to audition for this, they give you, because you have to do the ensemble stuff too. So like just in the beginning.
Which is always fun.
Which is really fun, because you get to do it at the end of the day, you get to be in the factory, you get to call Fontina slut, you get to run away.
And you get to be a whore.
And then you get to be a whore.
Like 30 seconds later.
So fun. But I remember when they made me audition, that one chunk is like the rangiest chunk of
It's
music.
ridiculous.
Because it's like, but then, what from the world? And you're just like, huh? You just want to hear every note that I sing, I guess, in 1 minute? Okay, sure. So sometimes I like bring that out at auditions. Because there's not really any accompaniment, because it's just like, bump. So they can't fuck you up. So you're just like, well, I'm gonna slay this, but it's for like, it's like for waitress. It's like something wildly inappropriate. yeah. But I find that those are my best auditions.
Because that melody is so specific.
Yes. So
and appears, and it's sung by Valjean, it's sung by Javert, it's sung by Madame T, obviously, and even by, I think even Fantine gets to sing it.
I think she does too.
Yeah, so you've got all of these characters, and that melody just kind of reappears and reinterpreted by so many different characters. So you hear it, you don't realize you're hearing it, which is the genius of it.
Yes. And there's so many music themes.
And here I am sitting in my dressing room, and I'm like, right. Wait a minute!
You're like, wait, hang on, right now?
Right. They sang this. It's like when she's like selling her hair.
Yeah.
Like, what pretty hair, what pretty hooks you've got there. It's the same melody.
But that's slightly different.
And then the keys. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Leave me alone. And the intervals are bizarre.
That's also my favorite Patty to sing like that. Don't touch me, leave me alone. That's also my favorite. I don't do impressions. I don't do impressions. No, I don't do impressions. But that's my Patty LaFemme. But I feel like I'd be remiss if we just didn't talk about like how your massive reach internationally has just touched so many people through the magic of Disney. And, I just, like, you are, we would call Princess Diana the people's princess. Like, in musical theater, like, you are our princess. Like, there's no one better who sings Reflection. Like, there's no one better. I don't care that Christina Aguilera sang it on the album, on the disc that I got. It's all about the way you sing Reflection and the way you sing A Whole New World. Like, it's just, I just feel like we're so lucky, and especially like anybody who's like a millennial, in the high time of like when Disney animation was like the golden age of musical theater.
With Mermaid,
yes,
Beauty and the Beast,
Aladdin,
Lion King, and
Hercules, and Mulan, all of these huge movie musicals.
Yeah.
Like, Disney was recreating like the MGM.
Yeah. And had actual musical theater people doing it as performers, but even the songwriting and the composition of the scores. It's Alan Menken
and Howard Ashman,
Tim Rice,
yes,
who did the lyrics for A Whole New World and One Jump, and David Zippel, who did Hercules, Stephen Schwartz, who did Pocahontas, and Hunchback of Notre Dame. So it's like,
and all the people who sang those songs, like
and Judy Kuhn, who's like my like vocal idol, and she still sounds incredible.
I was like, your vocal idol. I was like, I bet she said the same thing about you. She's like, oh, she's my vocal idol. I'm like, girls, I need a duets album today. I need it yesterday. I'm producing. Jordan Fisher told us earlier that he's like a big producer now. He's got all stuff. So I got plans for you. Okay, I got plans for you. You and Judy Kuhn.
What's on the pitch meeting?
I know, pitch meeting, duets album.
God, I love her voice.
I love her voice. And I feel like both of your voices
this
together
warmth, just warmth and storytelling, and it's like, it's like a hug.
Yes.
That's what her voice feels like.
That's what
and
her
we
voice
got to
feels
do
like.
the 10th anniversary of Les Mis together. And, to be on the stage with her and to hear her sing, "How strange this feeling that my what?"
Right.
I don't know that anyone's, and this is not to disparage anybody that's done it before or since, but her Cosette
is singular.
It's
the blueprint.
I
I think it's the blueprint for all the other Cosettes. I think they all,
because there's warmth.
Yeah, because I find that some Cosettes, I won't name names, are, they're a little too high and peaky and too breathy, and they don't have any of the warmth that that I want from a soprano.
Yeah.
Like when we were just talking about Rebecca Luker. Rebecca, on her name. Like, talk about a warmth in a soprano. Hello, O'Hara. These are sopranos, like real sopranos when you think about it, and that's like
where it's crystal clear, but there's warmth. It's like there's maple syrup mixed in with their vocal cords.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not every soprano has that warmth.
Yeah.
And
but it also could be direction,
Sure.
or how they were trained,
Yes.
or what the director of that production might be requiring
Mhm.
as far as the storytelling.
Sure.
If they want a more strident quality
Mhm.
because of what the story is, or the kind of story that they would tell,
Right.
then there's also that.
Yes.
So it's not completely the performer's fault.
No, absolutely
Yeah,
not.
but
It's
it's,
just-
yeah.
in my Cosette,
I love
some more. I want some more.
Gotta give a reason for why Marius falls for her in the first place.
Right, and maybe this
I'm
is
just saying. I mean,
there's gotta be a reason.
it's like a love at first sight sort of situation.
Right, but it's like love at first.
Don't make us hate you.
Right, love at first listen, you know, and it's, well, I feel like it's the way when we think about why certain roles in musical theater are written the way they are, and why certain parts are written the way they are. When you think about like Hadestown, here's, you know, Patrick Page has this amazing, low, crazy, amazing voice, and so all of his stuff is written in the basement. But then all of Orpheus is like up
In the ceiling.
and then, you know, like, and then Persephone's in the middle, like, it's just the way that you can place a voice. And I feel like sometimes for Cosette, she gets lost in that specific spot in her voice where it's like,
And those
I'm not
Topsies
trying.
and Topsies are hard.
And Topsies are hard. And so then to be on those and just trying to make those conversational is so difficult. So the fact
Yeah,
that
but Judy is also an incredible actor.
Yeah.
So
Did you
she
see her in
can.
Fun?
I did.
How lucky are we?
God, I loved her in that.
Me too.
And so when you have somebody who's such a strong actor,
Mhm.
she can then have a back and forth with a director and say, hang on, this is not how I'm seeing it.
Mhm.
This is what, you know, this is how, in my life experience and all the falling in love and whatever, this is what I can contribute to this conversation.
Right.
And
And she's a strong actor enough to
she
be able to bring that to the table.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing about, I think when Trevor Nunn and John Kerr, the way that they cast Les Mis at the beginning, they cast a lot of people older to play younger.
Mhm.
And that lends a whole lot of, you know, because then you're certainly not out of your depth to play somebody who's younger than you,
Mhm.
because you've experienced
Yeah,
it.
you've
So
already had it.
you're not going from imagination.
Right. You're like, I'm going from life
Memory.
experience, from memory.
Yeah,
Which is great.
which is smart.
It's very smart. Well, I said earlier, we were, with Anthony Rapp and Adam Pascal, we were talking about aging. They sang Totally Fucked from Spring Awakening earlier, which was,
How dare.
I know, how dare they, one. How dare they look so good and sound,
They
they look so good and they sound even better, and I'm just like, that's the way you age, man. That's what you do. But when they were singing, they were like, well, you guys don't want to see us, you know, play teenagers. And I said, the only way I want to see Grease ever again is if it's played by everybody who's over 40. I was like, because I just don't find it fun. It's supposed to be a farce. It's supposed to be a satire.
Stockton Channing was 30, I think
35 or 36.
Yeah, she's 36.
She's 36 on screen. Like, everybody's so old in the movie. But it's amazing. And honestly, it makes it better because they're older. Because, like, when you're 18, I'm like, I don't give a shit about you talking about this. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like when I go see, you know, somebody do their cabaret and they, like, just get out of school. And they're like, I'm going to do a cabaret. And come see it. And, you know, none of it has anything to do with anything.
I moved to New York and I got my heart
I moved to New York and I got this, and my best friend is here, Nancy, and we just moved into our apartment, and we love to bake cookies, and oh my god, we burned them this one time, it was crazy. And now we're gonna sing for good. And you're like, I just don't care. I just don't care. So, like, you know, unless you have something interesting to say, what am I reading the girl? I don't care. I really do. That's my hot take. My two hot takes today.
And then it's expensive and there's a 2-drink minimum.
And there's a good film, and I was like, oh, you're so boring.
There's always truffle fries. Why?
Why $30? Like, enough 54 below, enough. Enough. But
Into the camera, Michelle, into the camera.
enough. Because I don't know where any camera is. Now, but I before we get closer to the end, I don't even know what time it is. If you have questions for Lea, I want you to line up before this right now. While I do my thing that I've done with everybody, this, I almost said this cruise. That's where I'm at now. I've just been, we were just on a gay cruise in Portugal. We were on a river cruise. And so I feel like I'm a cruise director this week. But I've done this with everyone, and it's like on the Colbert show, he does the Colbert questionnaire. And so I created the Dr. Dowdy deep dive.
A doctor.
A doctor. I am. But this is supposed to be rapid fire, fun stuff. Don't think too hard, it's gonna be fun.
I'll try my best.
Okay, you're gonna nail it, you're gonna nail it. All right, number one, who is on your Broadway Mount Rushmore?
Okay, I need to think. This one will require some thought.
Okay.
Bernadette Peters?
Yeah. Yes. The queen.
Because, Audra.
I love that.
Let me see, I think they would all be women.
That's fine. That's fine with me.
Let me see, Lupone. Because range. Cute.
And Kyun. Those are good. I like that.
We're gonna need another Gypsy revival just to get Q into the party.
Oh my God, right? I'm ready. I'm sure she's done it somewhere.
Oh, done what, Joe?
Done
Mama Rose.
Done Mama Rose.
Oh, cute.
I feel like she has somewhere. She's got to do it. PCLO, give me a big regional theater. She's going to do it.
A gay knows this. We'll
A gay note. Someday, Google it.
Yeah.
Coffee, energy drink, tea.
Coffee.
Which wild party?
Which wild party?
Lipas
Oh, I
or
never.
Lechuza?
Oh, I never saw any of them.
So neither.
Neither.
Ooh.
An extension.
I was going to say Adam Pascal also said neither. So, just saying.
No, I just never saw, so I can't make a decision.
Who's your favorite villain? Doesn't have to be theater.
My favorite villain? Maleficent.
I guess Irish doesn't.
Yeah.
She needs a song. Melissa needs a song.
Well, she does in Descendants, but that might not be
But
canon.
that's not history. That's a little after my time. It's not my canon. Well, back to Mama Rose. Who's your favorite Mama Rose?
The silence that happens.
No.
Is
My favorite Mama. This is difficult because there's been so many.
Right.
But that's only gonna make it worse.
Brandon's like,
And of course, this is not disparaging anyone, but I just love how Patty attacked it. Like attacked it.
Attacked. If you go back in the time machine, you can see any Broadway show, open or close, what would you see?
If I could go back in a time machine. Oh, that is hard. Because I've seen quite a few, but something from the golden age probably. Boy, that's hard.
I know Michael Sever said the same thing. He was like, maybe like Oklahoma or...
something like that. Like one of the Rogers and Hammerstein ones where they knew they couldn't talk about stuff, but they were talking about stuff. So either Carousel or South Pacific.
I was going to say South Pacific too. What's your favorite bop from a flop?
From a flop?
Right, like it's a good song, but it's in a bad show. And by bad is relative, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just didn't do great.
Unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, because I saw the first preview, so I didn't know which way it was gonna go, but watching Jennifer Samard in Once Upon a One More Time, I cannot
I saw her singing Toxic. That was
anything she
Oh my God, no! When she comes in, I saw Once Upon a One More Time 3 times. I'm a big Britney fan, but I had friends in the show, so I went to the invited dress, and then I went to opening night where it changed wildly, and then we went and saw my friend who was one of the stepsisters. She went on for Jennifer Samard's part for the stepmother, so I got to see her sing Toxic, which was awesome. But she's like just the best.
Yeah, she's the literal best.
No wrong.
Does anybody remember what she sang when she was like seducing that slot machine in Disaster?
She's saying, never can say goodbye. Like, we're
Yeah.
That too. She can do no wrong.
I saw Disaster like 3 times because of that number.
Yeah, man, I love Disaster. Bring it back, Steph. Where are you, Steph? What was your go-to audition song? Like if you're like, I had to whip out my book and pick out the song.
I don't know. I usually pick out something by the composers of the show.
Mm-hmm.
If it had, just in case it had some sort of similar sound.
Sure.
So I mean, I sang on my own from Les Mis for my Miss Saigon audition.
Mm-hmm.
And I sang Part of Your World for my Aladdin audition.
Amazing.
Same composer.
Same composer. See, that's a nice trick, everybody. Remember that. What's your favorite onstage mishap that has happened?
My favorite onstage mishap. Well, mishaps are never really fun.
They're not really fun
because they give you anxiety and
absolutely.
You know, and one mishap usually leads into some kind of computer error that carries on for the. But there was, and the funny thing about this particular mishap is that it happened in both the London and Broadway productions of not Les Mis, Saigon.
Oh.
So it happened during previews in London. There was, like, after this thing, we call it Kim's Nightmare, but it's the Fall of Saigon on the CD. And there is a reprise of Sun and Moon, which she sings by herself. And normally, the set pieces come back on, she's lying on the bed, and she wakes up from this nightmare, takes a box from out under the bed, and starts putting on her wedding Audai to meet Chris. So, both times, in London and in New York, set did not come in, like, what's going on? What is happening?
Yeah.
And why isn't this set piece moving? And I can hear the music, it's playing, and nobody's stopping. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go out and sing.
Yep.
And reset the computer, do whatever y'all need to do, and then we will. And everything was fine after the reprise. There was enough time to get everything. And after it happened in New York, Richard Maltby Jr. came up to me and said, "Didn't this happen to you in London?"
Didn't it at the exact same time?
In the exact same spot. And I said, yes. At least I knew what to do already.
Oh, thank God. Well, I want to skip to the last one, but what's your favorite Sondheim lyric?
Oh, I just sang it. Look at what you want, not at where you are, not at what you'll be. So it's like, live in the moment, especially as an actor.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to anticipate what is going to happen. You are supposed to live in that second, in that moment. And it's such a paradox being an actor, because you know everything that's going to happen in the future, because you better know your script, right? But playing the character, you play that moment as if you have no idea what the ending of this is going to be.
Right.
So I love that lyric, you know, and I just did a show like a few days ago before coming here, and I sang the lyric, and I'm like, oh my God.
Like, talk about living in the moment and realizing this lyric in the moment.
Yeah, you realize it right, I realized it as it was happening. I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh, I get it. I get it now.
Yeah, it's like,
oh.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's nuts.
Sing it again. No, I want to just make sure you get a question before, because I want to keep us on time, because I don't want to waste anyone's time. Oh, hey, Queen.
Queen. Hi, Tita. So first, my mom says hi. She actually used to record in Mandaluyong in the studio while you were recording also.
Okay.
And she saw you in London for Miss Saigon, and she appreciated that. Also, So Goy Ng Duyon is the one song we play to put all of our kids to sleep.
So Ugoy ng Duyan.
Oh, yes.
Like in the swing of a cradle, that's what it means.
Yes. We played it at my wedding, my parents' wedding, all of that. Yes, it's a beautiful lullaby. Your version is our favorite. My question is, because I left to go to a different city when I was kind of around your age, and I realized there is no Filipino food. And so when you went to London, how did you survive not having sinigang? Because I had to. Oh, she came with. But how did she get the ingredients? Because I had to make tocino from scratch.
Oh, we didn't really have tocino much because it's hard to get, and it's it's one of those things that is a little labor intensive if you do it yourself.
Yes.
But things like sinigang, that's really easy, and she would use whatever was locally available. I mean, you can get lemons and tomatoes.
Just
You
no
can get
gabi or
string
anything.
beans. You just can't get gabi leaves, but you can get, especially now, you can get things like okra and radish
Yes,
and
sure.
that kind
so
of thing.
happy it's so common now too.
I do. Yes, I do enjoy that and even in London there are actual Filipino restaurants. There's like Casa in Soho, and in New York there's like a plethora of places that are opening. Places that I really need to go and visit. And Filipino food is having a moment. And I'm incredibly grateful because I know where to get my fix now. If I have to take the train to Queens, I will. As one does. As we all do, without a moment's hesitation. But yeah, to answer your question, my mom was with me. So she made sure that I was fed and that I was nourished. And whatever was available, that's what she'd cook with. And sometimes it wouldn't be Filipino food, but it didn't matter. Just needed food.
Right. Really great. Thank you. Thank you. This has been so lovely, and you've been just a dream. And I feel so lucky that we've gotten to just hang out and talk to you and have the best day. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for sitting last